Introduce yourselves.
What's up? I'm Cam.
Cam from Down With Webster.
I'm the rapper in the band. I also make some beats and some writing.
I run around and yell at people. I'm the hype man.
Wave a flag.
Wave a flag. Sing a little bit. Skateboard.
So what inspired you guys?
What inspired us?
Yes, like to be rockers.
I don't even know, man. Just like growing up, I was always super into music. Always wanted to make music. You know, I got to a point where I was in like university first year, just kind of like miserable, not liking what I was doing, not liking where I was at, failing classes because I was at home, you know, making beats and hanging out and shit. And I just like got to a point where I was like, you know what, fuck it. I know all these guys I grew up with that are doing this band thing. I want to jump on. Made a bunch of songs with them and jumped on it. That's how I came to be in this band. These guys have been doing it forever. They've been doing it since like they were like 12 years old. Since band class in high school, I've wanted to be in a band and I've wanted to make music, so I jumped on it kind of late, but they've been doing it forever.
Yeah, I jumped on it late too. I just sort of showed up one day, moved to the area.
I started skateboarding.
Yeah, started hanging out with a couple of guys and then started telling jokes. They never kicked me out, so here I am.
Pretty cool. So like, what are some of your favorite artists? Whether it's rap, R&B, rock.
Man. I got a lot of favorite artists. I'm like a hip hop dude. I listen to mainly hip hop, but like some of my favorite artists, like when I was a kid, like I want to make music like you guys were like probably like Cypress Hill, Wu-Tang Clan, Rage Against the Machine, Beastie Boys, and then like Busta Rhymes, and all those guys that were doing it huge back then. And then like I'm still a huge fan of all rap. Like I'm still a big like Weezy fan, Jeezy fan, T.I., Drake, all those guys. Yeah, I think.
Lots of good guys coming up right now too.
Yeah.
Wiz Khalifa.
I like him.
Yeah.
Alright, so let me ask you this question right here. I hear you guys working with Timberland right now.
We have.
And Nelly Furtado's husband, I believe?
Yep.
Yes, a man named Demo. Demo actually helped produce our first record and engineered a lot of it, produced a couple tracks on it. We got a chance to get in the studio with Tim, which was like crazy, because Tim, like, yeah, he's like one of our idols. Like, he grew up in early 2000s or late 90s, and he definitely like, looked up to that guy who listened to hip hop. So it was a big deal for us.
Just seeing how he works in the studio is
nuts. We never ended up using any tracks that we did with him. It wasn't really like that. It was super kind of schizophrenic, just like making beats and doing shit all night. But it's cool. It's definitely a good end to have. And he took us out on tour with him on like 4 or 5 dates just about 2 months ago. Yeah. It was really cool.
How was it?
It was sick, awesome. Man. And big venues, like bigger than we're used to playing. We usually play like, you know, club dates, and in our hometown in Toronto, we might play like, you know, a bigger kind of venue. But to go down to the States and be in Texas and like Columbus, Ohio, and all these places that we don't really have any fan base at, and play these giant kind of, you know, big shows.
Normally when we're in the States on support tours, it's for like sort of pop punk bands, so it was cool to get the urban audience.
Yeah, it's a whole different scene, and like it's also he has some badass musicians in his band. Like he's got like a serious band, and these guys are just so cool to watch. Like this one guy, Michael Scott, plays guitar for him. Did like Justin Timberlake's whole tour with him as well.
Wow.
I was talking to this guy. He was up to next level shit. So.
I hear you guys is platinum in Canada.
Huh?
I said I hear you guys platinum in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our first 2 singles.
That's great. That's great. That's great. Alright, and this is the question of them all. Where do you see yourselves in 10 years?
Still making music.
Oh, yeah, hopefully still making music, still doing what we love. You know, be able to support ourselves and live our lives doing what we like to do.
I'd like to say still touring as well, because touring is fun.
Yeah.
I like doing this right here. It's good.
So what's the biggest like venue y'all played, like as far as capacity?
Well, recently we did.
We opened up for Ludacris.
Yeah,
at Cincinnati, in University of Cincinnati.
That was like
10,000 people.
Wow.
Cool. We've done a couple of big festivals.
We did a big festival where we played with. We opened up for Fergie, and that was I think 30,000 people. I think that was the biggest one.
Yeah.
That was huge.
Wow.
It's weird though. I don't like the bigger crowds as much as I like the small kind of club dates. I like being able to reach out and like touch people's hands and like
right.
And jump down in the crowd and shit. I don't know, but it's that that big and that removed, it's kind of weird. Like the barriers and there's like the front row is like way
Front
off.
row is like
look
sometimes
tiny.
10 feet away.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
So what's you guys like favorite song to perform?
I like Time to Jam just because I get to go crazy. High energy, jump around, yell a lot.
I like tracks like Always Me because I get to rap a lot. I like rapping, so they had a big, dirty, like 16 bar. Like I don't even 20 verse.
Yeah,
It's like a 20 bar. It's like a 20 bar verse. So a lot of our songs we got so many people on them that like you know what I mean. You can't really squeeze in a huge like 16 bar verse in the middle of a song. Like that one I did. So.
Also like 10 because I get to do the whole thing.
Yep, that would really go. Yeah.
Okay, now, if there's anybody in the world, right? Don't matter if they're alive, dead, whatever, relevant, non-relevant, who would you guys want to work with?
I don't
Who
know.
do you want to work with? Personally, who would I want to work with right now? I would either want to work with Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine or Boy Wonder.
Yeah.
Boy Wonder? Yeah, he's pretty hot right now.
He's sick.
He's dope, man. Like he's made a lot of really sick beats that I'm just like, holy crap. And
Yeah.
like I remember I was reading an interview and he was talking about some of the shit that he was into, and I'm like, man, that would be right up our alley. So it's pretty cool.
You guys,
To run around and yell on a TV song. That'd be fun.
Yeah, T-Pain,
We would get along.
probably.
so have you guys met Drake?
No.
I actually haven't.
I met Drake. Probably the busiest dude in the world right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
There will come a time.
You
when-
met Lil Jon.
Yeah.
How was
Guy,
it?
Lil
man.
Jon, this guy had a headlock.
Yeah, we were having fun. That's all I can say.
He was dope.
We were having fun.
He's a really fun guy. He's cool. Really cool.
Well, I appreciate you guys' time. You know, you're going to wrap this up. 'Cause I know you guys is busy. I got a show to grade to rock. But is there anything else you would like to say to potential fans?
Potential fans.
Check out the Facebook, facebook.com/downwithwebster.
Check out our Twitter.
Same, just twitter.com/downwithwebster.
Website.
Downwithwebster.com.
We own all the Down With Webster domain names. We got to it first, so just Google us.
Google us.
No, like the real Down With Webster. That's not real.
All right, one last thing.
Yeah.
Tell them what single you want them to purchase on iTunes or wherever this at.
Your Man. Purchase Your Man on iTunes and request it on your local radio station because it's going out like next week.
Do it.